Hello, good morning, good day. How are you? So today we're gonna talk about our session. Okay, that's called a place to call home. Okay, so here try to focus on the most important points. Okay, so here at this part. Uh, so here in this part talks about how the black people suffered from the treatment of the white people, and what are these biggest problems in the of America, and how is that discrimination affect about their standard life in America, and the most important part that's called learning English. Do you think that the black people doesn't learn English or don't learn English? Not all of them learn English or speak in English, so they have to speak in English very well, like a native speakers. So try to get a good job. So here, try to get to understand and try to read. Okay, these parts. Of course, all of these parts talks about what happened in America and what about their problems are. So here, okay, that's called. Okay, when you try to read with your eyes, okay, fastly. Okay, that's called skimming. Okay, but you read with your eyes with focus. It's called scanning. So scan here. If we read as scanning here. Okay, so for example, number 2 or part 2, fitting in. Most immigrants say that they have become comfortable to United States quickly. So here, let's say call or tell you as a student or as a reader, so what doesn't feel for the black people comfort in the United States of America. Yet, okay, we are in the second line. So here, yet ties there to their birth countries have become stronger since 2002. Now, the author or the writer try to tell you about their ties or their relation with their origin countries. With origin countries has become stronger than 2002. So it's not try to make is another point that they try to call their friends and their origins and their homes, their origin home. Okay, while a black people he comes from Cote d'Ivoire, okay, and try to call with his family in Cote d'Ivoire about their and about their life and their wealth. So here, and then also talks about we have discussed last time about they try to help their families in their origin countries, but now the question how the black people help their origin countries, how help them. Of course, that's by okay. Let me focus in this. Okay, just a minute here. Language. Focus immigrants. No. Sorry, just a minute. Okay, try to get this part out for declaring for you. Yes, here. Yes, in this part here. Yes. There is some suggestions. Okay, we are here. Okay, so here there is some suggestions. Okay, however, that when it comes to being comfortable in communities, other immigrants play critical role. Compared with the results from 2002, more immigrants say they have or they spend time with people from their birth country, their origin country, their real homes, okay, had ever closer ties there. Okay, and they have a relation or they have a ties with their origin homes, okay, because they have lived in Ethiopia or Cameroon or in the African countries most of their lives. So they try to get in or keep in touch with their relation or with their ancestors in the origin countries. So here, okay, the part or the second paragraph here, half of immigrants we surveyed, okay, 51% say they spent a lot of time with people from their birth country, jump of 14 points from 2002. Other kinds of birth countries ties having strength as well. Now this part talks about that's in how they feel in the past they were good, and or how in the past they most of them can't afford a lot of money to send their families into their origin countries, and now and they can offers and they can send a lot of money or enough money to their families in their origin countries. Okay, so this part talks about this. So here after that we called here that yes, that's the most important part here. The most important part, these strength ties are not merely emotional, not just emotional. Okay, again, these strength ties are not merely emotional, either they are financial. So when I given a question now for you and ask you what about or how the black people help their ties or help their families in their origin countries, how help them? Okay, they have two ways. Number one, okay, not merely emotional, not just emotional, not only emotional, also they are financial. Wow, or how financial? While second line here, we are in second line, while there has been no real change, there has been no real change in the number of immigrants who say they send money to their birth country regularly. The number who say they do so once in a while increased 14 points to 44%, and the number who say they never send money fell from 55% to 37. This part or the first paragraph talks about, let's try to show that in the past that most of the black people can't afford, as I said now, can't afford to send a lot of money to their family, but now most of them can afford. Most of them now can afford. How they can afford? Because their living standard in America has become better, so he can afford a lot of money or enough money to send their families in their origin countries. So here about, okay, we are in the second paragraph about one quarter of our sample was made up from recent immigrants, those who arrived in 2001. On the wall, their ties to the United States aren't strong. Okay, so we have four comments. We have here four comments that can show you how the black people see America, how they get in America. Okay, if we try to ask them, if you forward back to by the time machine, and did you choose the same country again? Did you would like to come to America again or not? Okay, so here after also read all of these parts with your eyes, just with your eyes. Okay, now we have a question at the end, that's in how do we have collaborative discussion, sorry. So here, how do the immigrants surveyed for this study feel about the United States? Again, how do the immigrants surveyed to this study feel about the United States? How, that means the question, how the black people feels towards to United States, how they feel. Okay, number two, compare and contrast their attitude about living in the United States to your own. Try to compare or try to give me your point of view about their or the black people's attitude about what? Living in the United States. Tell me about their living, how they see living, or how they are living in the United States of America. Okay, I think it's a critical lesson. A critical lesson. What does mean critical? It's a discussion that's mean, and every one of us that has his point of view from discussion how the black people want to live in America or not, or once they have a time machine and try to get in their choice again or not. Okay, so here, thank you so much for your listening, and see you tomorrow, inshallah. Okay, merci. Bye.